All right, TikTok, I know this is not anime, but I gotta address this, and I gotta talk about this. Why do y'all not like The Legend of Korra? Let's talk about, please tell me why y'all don't like this series or like Korra. Now, I'm talking about this because the live action of Avatar: The Last Airbender just dropped. People have their own reviews about that, but now they're dragging Korra again. And listen, as someone who thoroughly enjoyed this series and stands for Korra, I'm gonna give my opinion. Legend of Korra is a great series. Yes, it is not better than Avatar: The Last Airbender, but itself, by its own series, is a good series, and Korra was a good Avatar. Korra had to deal with things that Aang did not have to deal with. She actually had to, regardless of how you say it, Korra had to deal with actual blood-coated murderous killers as villains, real villains that was going to kill real people if she didn't defeat next. The fight scenes from The Legend of Korra are so good, even almost better than Avatar: The Last Airbender. There are times you're watching Legend of Korra where you really think you're watching an anime. The fights on this show was just out. It was incredible. It was so good. How can you not like the fight? About the one reason why I know some of you are going to say y'all don't like Korra. She lost the connection to her past lives, and okay. Aang had access to his past lives, and he didn't listen to not a one of them. Literally, this man went to Yang Chen, another air nomad, to get her opinion on the situation, where she said, literally, kill Ozai. And what does he do? I'm just gonna take his bending away. She even told you to kill Ozai! Multiple times Aang's past life told him what to do, and he chose to do something completely opposite. So he wasn't even listening to his past lives. So you know what? Okay, screw it. I think it's cool that she reset the cycle, because now it's not over. It just resets with her. So every future Avatar will have access to her, and future vice versa. And that's still cool. Secondly, you have to realize who the fuck she was fighting. She was fighting her uncle, someone who she trusted and maybe even loved, who betrayed her and used her. You put your mindset in that, and to be in that situation and dealing with the dark spirits and shit, and you tell me how you would have reacted. Okay, point blank period. At the end of the day, she overcame, and this woman merged. She merged with Rava. She became a giant Megazord spirit and bended the shit out of Vatu. See, that season 2 finale is one of the most epic shits that have ever happened in Nickelodeon history. What did she do? Basically murdered her uncle. Okay, let's talk about how Korra brought airbenders back to the world, like to people who were not tethered to Aang. She brought airbending back. Something that Aang did not do. She restored his people. Like, come on. To mention, this woman was fighting one of the most lit, strongest villains, Zahir, while her hands and her feet were bound, still fighting him, and then proceeded to fight him even further, being poisoned. Like, this woman is lit. To mention, she's a metal bender, she's a pro bender, she's increasingly strong, and she has all the guts in the world. She never backed down from a fight. Not to mention, she pulled the baddest guy and the baddest girl on the show. I mean, come on now. I mentioned she stopped a spirit cannon from completely destroying an entire city. She stopped a spirit cannon. Korra in this show is lit, and that's just my opinion. But you tell me, TikTok, why don't y'all like Korra?